Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
A nice season individually last year, fourth straight year with over 4,400 yards passing. But the team missed the playoffs for the first time since 2022. He and the Lions expecting redemption this season.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. A 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Coaches talk all the time about taking care of the football, and Jordan Love does exactly that. Had a career-low 6 interceptions last season. Now he's seeking consistency all the way through. He's nails down the stretch. How about coming out of the gate?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Going back to Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Trey Smack now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions go back to work as you get a peek at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. His guys trail here in this first half, and now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. On a determined run there. He's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go again with Gibbs. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. Head off to Gibbs, headed right here. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When a defense blitzes like that, they're trying to cause chaos, but the quarterback, he was as calm as could be. He saw the blitz and got it out of his hand quickly to pick up the first.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
19-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Goff. And a little floater there is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Throwing. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Second down and 8. Love now. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw now, here's Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Dortch on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
I think this quarterback knew the blitz was coming pre-snap. He knew they only needed a short gain to pick up the 1st down, so he got the ball out of his hand almost instantly and let his receiver fight for the 1st down. A really nice job all the way around.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
It's a gain of
70
18.
yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
39-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Love. Able to find the open man. That's is complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. A little juke. And able to get this out to the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Complete to right.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
At the 45-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Goff. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. It's caught at the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that,